Okay, fun fact a lot of people don't know. That cheesecake we went and got was for Beyonce. She was upstairs the whole time. Uh, what we was talking about again? Hold on. Yeah, that's a fun fact people don't know. People like, y'all walked and got a cheesecake. It was for Beyonce. I'll do it again. But
Hey, how y'all doing out there? I got some old crazy news for y'all. Nobody had a clue that Diddy had Beyonce up in the bedroom while he was filming Making the Band. And when he sent them to go get the cheesecake, it wasn't for him, it was for Beyonce. They said when Jay-Z found out this news, he went down there and filed for divorce because somebody bought Diddy freak off tape on the dark web for over $500 million. He ain't had no choice but to sell it. He done sold his house, his airplanes. He even selling the clothes off his back and the shoes on his feet. So he had to make the sale. And they saying allegedly they got Beyonce on the tape doing something strange for a slice of cheesecake. Like I said, she ain't make no cameos on the show. Ain't nobody mention her name. So what's the big secret? How come Diddy was keeping this a secret from the world? If we ain't know about it, you know Jay-Z ain't know about it. Beyonce and Jay-Z had to go underground amid Diddy abuse scandal reports because she all up in it. People thought that Jay-Z had something to do with it. Come to find out, Beyonce got everything to do with Diddy's sex scandals because allegedly they was having sex.
I actually met Beyonce before. That was one of the people be like, who you met? You know what I'm saying? That like it threw you out, like it took you back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Beyonce, I was at a party at Diddy crib in LA. This was the beginning of 2020. You know what I mean? Diddy had put everybody else out the crib, like the influx of people he had put them out. But he had took a liking to me in particular around the time, man. It was really, you know what I mean, like putting his arm around me.
Right.
So he had put majority of the people out, but he allowed me to stay in there. Me and, you know, maybe about 15 others, you know.
Right.
Jay-Z and Beyonce being, you know, two of the other 15 people in the room. So that'll just put into perspective of the type of company I was in
Right.
at the moment, you know. And she came over and introduced herself to me like as if she had to.
Right.
Beyonce, cut it out. But I'm a big fan of your work, you know what I'm saying? Whoop de whoop, and that was just dope.
The baby was under the impression that Diddy kept him around for him. He thought that Diddy wanted him to stay in the party because Diddy took a liking to him. Come to find out, the only reason why he let him stay is because Beyonce took a liking to him allegedly. The same way he had them go get that cheesecake and had us under the impression that Diddy had a sweet tooth. He ain't give a damn about that cheesecake, but he know that's what Beyonce wanted. Same situation with the baby. With a name like that in a room full of pedos, no wonder he got picked to stay. And the word on the street is Jay-Z ain't hitting that right. They had to go underground. They running from the law. They running from society because they know people got a million kajillion questions about what's going on. And with these new allegations coming out, Beyonce gonna have to address not only her hip hop and R&B fans, but she gonna have to address the country club community. And they not gonna take it easy on her. We easy to forgive and forget, but them people, they already at her throat. So now they want to know what the country singer had going on with Diddy. According to the dude from Making the Band, she been with this man from way back in the day before she even got with Jay-Z. Beyonce has found herself in a new conspiracy alongside husband Jay-Z, one that involves Sean Diddy Combs. But like I said, this all on her. Jay-Z wasn't up there making the band, and she wasn't making the band neither. Sound like she was making love or making some deals. Whatever she was up there making, it probably was a baby the way she hugged up on Diddy kids like that. And the one chance, she looked just like Blue Ivy, and I ain't trying to bring their kids into this, but damn, Beyonce was laid up with the diddler, begging and crying and wanting. He treating her, he DoorDashed her before DoorDash was even invented, man. He sent them boys to get her some food before Uber Eats was even invented. They said while she was with him, he taught her a thing or two. And this is the scary thing. I ain't trying to scare nobody off, but they said one of the things that he taught Beyonce allegedly was witchcraft.
Nia Wesley is in the house. Nia, what is going on?
Guys, I cannot make this stuff up. Beyonce's ex-drummer of 7 years, she is seeking a restraining order against Beyonce. She's accusing her of dark magic, witchcraft, tapping into her phone bill, and basically controlling her finances, harassing her. She's saying the Beyonce camp is put up a huge harassment campaign against her, and it's overall witchcraft. She sought a restraining order in the past. It got denied, and she has another one scheduled for October 11th, but the internet is just like, what? Excuse me? And, you know, I was just at the Beyonce concert last week in Houston. It was definitely a religious experience, but it was, I didn't experience any witchcraft whatsoever, but I'll be interested to see how this plays out.
This woman said Beyonce did to her what a lot of Diddy's victims said he did to them. A lot of people claim that Diddy on some evil time. Mark Curry wrote a book about it, Dancing with the Devil, and he titled it that for a reason. So to hear the same allegations about Beyonce that Diddy got goes to show that he trained her. He was her mentor once upon a time, and people don't know how extreme these accusations is. They think it got everything to do with Diddy putting his hands on Cassie, but I'm trying to let y'all know it's a whole lot deeper than that.
Sean Puffy Combs' federal charges have little, if anything, to do with domestic abuse or pedophilia. His major sex crime federally is he's being accused of transporting women across state lines to engage in sex. What we call prostitution. Not Casey, not the freak-offs, not underage girls, but prostitution. Why am I bringing this up? Because I don't support prostitution either. The sexual trafficking that Sean Puffy Combs is being accused of. Not domestic abuse, not freak-offs, not stomping out Cassie, not engaging in sex with underage women. It is interstate sexual trafficking. That is the charge.
They trying to make it seem like people ain't have a good time at them Diddy parties. Like Beyonce wasn't stuffing her face with a big old slice of cheesecake she didn't even have to go get. They making it seem like he's the worst father ever, the worst person that ever walked the face of the earth. But then you got other people out there that know what time it is. They said back in the day, wasn't no party like a P. Diddy party. If you wasn't up in there, you wasn't nowhere, you wasn't a nobody. People would give their whole life savings just to attend one of his parties. Now, they creating a narrative like he was doing something sinister. But let's be real, back in the day, he was doing people favors. That's how people was getting on. That's how Beyonce got in the same circle with Jay-Z, allegedly because she was dealing with Diddy. So not everybody is saying that he was doing something wrong.
I know you've interacted with Diddy before. What is your reaction to his arrest and these charges now being waged against him?
That whole timeline is actually even more shocking, like hearing it out loud. You know, I would say me and Diddy are still friends. We're not friends, but, you know, I haven't seen him in quite some time. But for me, now that he's actually got arrested, is pretty unbelievable, considering where he started, considering all the artists that he's made, you know, superstars. So the freak-offs, let me tell you something, that's all new to me because, you know, there's a slogan, ain't no party like a P. Diddy party, and that was true. Excuse me, but, you know, people know what goes on at the after party. It's just a matter if, you know, you want to get down like that. This is the music business. I mean, this is not for the weak.
I'm trying to let y'all know this got everything to do with money. As soon as they get to that millionaire status or they acquired enough wealth to where they're in the billionaire bracket, like R. Kelly had $1 billion catalog and Diddy got $1 billion network and Jay-Z and Beyonce got $1 billion worth of assets, that's when the trouble start coming. And come to find out, they all in cahoots with each other. R. Kelly and Diddy had relationships. Diddy had a relationship with Aaliyah. Jay-Z had a relationship with Aaliyah too. Aaliyah, the reason why Rockefeller broke up. Aaliyah was the #1 R&B female in the game before she passed. Then here come Beyonce. She just so happened to be with Jay-Z. The man who was beefing with Dame Dash, who was with Aaliyah. Now they sitting on billions of dollars. Now it's looking like karma done caught up to every last one of them. But for Beyonce to be in the mix, let you know it's all about money. It's all about assets. It's all about resources.
What will happen to his assets? Answer me that question, because he put up $50 million. They didn't accept it. But what's scheduled to happen to his assets right now?
Yeah, if he's convicted. So if he's convicted, one of the things they're asking for in here is forfeiture of assets. And look, Stephen A., that could mean his businesses, Bad Boy, houses, cars, planes, all these different assets he has. We don't know the amount to the extent of what would happen here. That's going to be up to the judge, again, if convicted. But that's what could happen. Right now, it's all a waiting game. We wait for the trial. They have to go through the discovery. And that could be months and months and months away. So for now, those assets might be generally fine. But all bets are off if he's convicted.
Diddy getting sued by everybody that he helped out. Jay-Z is also in trouble with people that he done favors for. You got rappers like Beanie Siegel working the food truck and people laughing at him, but hell, he got to do what he got to do to make some money up out the game. Dawn Richardson said plenty of good things about Diddy before when she was in Danity Kane, then turned around, was in Diddy Dirty Money. Diddy couldn't do no wrong. She praised this man on social media and the regular media, the underground media. She said nothing but nice things about this man. But now she's trying to sue because, like I said, it's all about that paper.
So we talked about Dawn Richardson filing a lawsuit. I felt like what she saw really didn't matter because she stayed regardless. Not only the one group that he didn't pay her for, okay, which was Danity Kane. But she also went on to work with Diddy on a second group, which is Dirty Money. Had no problem. Turned her head to everything for years. Now she see, oh, he took me to a party. They done drugged the girls. And I seen him just sleeping with these girls. I was watching. But I didn't do anything. I said, so you mean to tell me Diddy had you around all this time and you his type and he ain't touch you? Okay, Don. Okay, cool.
Everybody trying to grab that money, especially with the heat on like this. Everybody standing around the kitchen waiting for their plate. And that money sure do sound good. Cassie got 50 mil. Some dude in jail got $100 million. You got people waiting to get a couple of hundred G's. They already spending the money in their mind. You got lawyers out there trying to get their cut. Judges trying to bring them high profile hip hop, YSL, Young Thug type cases into their courtroom so they can become superstars. So they could take all of Diddy's money and do the same thing he been doing, but ain't nobody got to know because they ain't rapping about it and they ain't got them hoes all in the video. They do all their stuff behind closed doors. Y'all need to listen to these counts, these indictments that they got against this man, and tell me if that money don't sound good.
Today I'm announcing the unsealing of a 3-count indictment, charging Sean Combs with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, interstate transportation for prostitution. The indictment alleges that between at least 2008 and the present, Combs abused, threatened, and coerced victims to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. As alleged in the indictment, to carry out this conduct, Sean Combs led and participated in a racketeering conspiracy that used the business empire he controlled to carry out criminal activity, including sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and the obstruction of justice.
They talking all that madness, but they ain't mad at the Kardashians for being at them freak-offs. A lot of them all-white parties, you could see Kim, Khloe, Kylie, they whole family was up in there getting it in. The after party and everything. The early morning brunches, them Kardashians was there. They ain't getting no backlash for it. Khloe Kardashian said she went to a Diddy party and everybody was up in there butt booty naked and they laughed it off on national television and wasn't nobody in their feelings about that. Y'all need to see this.
So who was with you this weekend? A bunch of my friends. Diddy, Quincy, Justin Bieber, so far French so good. Montana. Do you even know half the people you're naming? No. She didn't go to bed. I haven't been to bed yet. You haven't? I want to be Clay when I grow up, Court. I got on a plane at 5:30 a.m. Go to this party. I think half the people there were butt naked. You would have loved it.
See, it's all fun and games when the Kardashians want to be freaky, but when Diddy want to have a party for people to come to be freaky, he the one holding the smoking gun like he did something wrong. And I ain't sticking up for this man, but it seemed like they trying to take every brother with some paper down. Just like every brother with some paper took Beyonce down, according to this information. Beating her cheesecake, beefsteak, and whatever else she could fit up in her mouth. Jay-Z going through it the worst because they making it seem like he killed his mistress. A woman became pregnant by Jay-Z. Next thing you know, she came up missing. That's what they talking about. Jaguar Wright got people believing everything that come out her mouth, but this right here is very sinister. She barking up the wrong tree. People saying it's a lot of truth to what Jaguar Wright had to say about Jay-Z. And with this Diddy and Beyonce news stacked up on top of that, that's a whole lot of pressure. She better hope Jay-Z don't start taking people out again, allegedly, because according to Jaguar Wright, this man a stone cold killer, allegedly.
Well, will Diddy start snitching?
He better. But the only thing I'm interested in him talking about is everything he knows about Kathy Coriana White, Jay-Z's pregnant mistress, who died 24 hours after she announced that she was going public with their relationship and the baby while he was married to Beyonce. See, I know you know what happened to Corey, Diddy, you and Jay-Z. Down in Vegas at Tao with Claudia. Why don't you just talk about Kathy? That might help. Was it an aneurysm, Diddy? Or are you the one who paid the same coroner that you... Oh, Diddy, you should talk.
Y'all see that? They want Diddy to start snitching, and the main person they want Diddy to start snitching on is Jay-Z. But Beyonce done already told on herself. She was up there making the band, making it happen, making the way, and her father's so shady. Come to find out, he was ex-business partners with Chris Stokes. I think they still doing business with each other behind the scenes. So Beyonce's father is shady. You can't put nothing past him. Come to find out, she was up there with Freddie P, Babs Bunny, Dylon Dillinger, and all them other people. But she wasn't making no band. But she was damn sure making plans with that man right there. Sean P. Diddy Combs put her in position. Ain't no telling how many positions that he put her in. But one thing for sure, if Solange would have tried to put hands on Diddy the way she did Jay-Z in that elevator, Diddy would have whooped her ass. And he probably would have gave Beyonce some too. So she know how to pick her battles wisely. They claiming that Beyonce put a spell on Solange. That's the reason why she was in a trance in the elevator when Solange was beating on Jay-Z. There's plenty of people that claim Beyonce is a certified witch.
The fact that people keep saying I'm crazy, hell, the situations I had to deal with and survive are crazy.
Kimberly Thompson says she is tormented from being put under manic sexual spells by Beyonce.
We're talking about other situations where changing into animals and jumping into other bodies and all kinds of really crazy stuff.
In bizarre court papers, Thompson claims Beyonce, who she refers to as this person, has started a campaign of harassment against her that includes extreme witchcraft, dark magic, and magic spells of sexual molestation. She also claims Beyonce murdered her kitten after the singer put a spell on it.
They were like, the cat has a spell on it. The cat was taken back to her people, and they killed it.
It's unclear why Thompson is speaking out now, even though she says Beyonce has been at it since 2006.
She's not been able to let me go. She's not been able to let me progress. She's just been a savage.
I don't know if these rumors is true, but one thing for sure, the women that be crying and cutting up in them courtrooms, talking about how Diddy abused them and molested them, it damn near had tears coming out my eyes because it's either they want a big payday or they speaking from the heart. And Diddy is a horrible person, just like they claiming Beyonce is. And if that's the case, they the ones that need to be together. She sound like Diddy, Diddy sound like her. Maybe she chose the wrong husband. It's either that or we don't have a clue how Jay-Z get down for real. They trying to make it seem like he worse than the both of them, but I beg to differ. Jay-Z got mild mannerisms. He's very polite. Y'all see how he acted in the elevator with Solange. Even though she went upside his head, he was still being nice to her. She dropped her purse. He picked it up and handed it to her, and she started whooping on his ass again. I think Jay-Z is a good man. But these women that be talking about Diddy, oh man, they bring tears to my eyes. Y'all need to see this.
The trauma of the assault has taken a toll on my mental health. I've had PTSD, depression, and anxiety. I'm emotionally scarred. It has been hard for me to trust others, to form healthy relationships, or even feel safe in my own skin. Flashbacks, nightmares, and intrusive thoughts make me feel like it's a constant struggle.
That's so sad. That's heartbreaking. And come to find out, Beyonce was laid up in his bed waiting. Ain't nobody even know she was there. She had the covers over her head and everything, waiting for Daddy. He came back up in there with that cheesecake. She was so happy. She was licking her fingers and everything. Come to find out, that wasn't even no frosting on top of the cake. That dirty bastard, ain't no telling what he had her up in there eating. But one thing for sure, Beyonce and Jay-Z still got a problem on their hands, because y'all remember when they bodyguard came out and said this about them.
Beyonce and Jay-Z will do anything to destroy anyone who speaks out against them. Okay, I get the threats, but you have to remember one thing. I know your deepest secrets. I know so much about you and what you've done. I know so much on how you got where you are, how you stepped on many people. Beyonce, how you guys ended Carrie Hilson's career because she said something about you. That's how hateful you guys are, how you step on anybody to stay on the top. So remember, your relationship was a business relationship, financial, to get to the top, to become billionaires. There's no love there. See, what's done in the dark will definitely come in the light. Keep your threats up. I'm here today, and what I got to say, I'm gonna say it. So don't make idle threats to me. Cause see, I ain't Biggie. See, I ain't Beanie Sigars. I ain't Freeway. How you wrote all them off the minute they did for you to get you to the top. All them writing for you, and then the minute you get a little taste of success, you wrote them off. You just totally said, I don't know them. Say you don't know me. I dare you. I dare you. Remember, all the receipts, all the proof, the old school footage, I still have it. See, hardly nobody knows, but I'll say it, man. Yeah, Beyonce's on drugs. She's been on them for a long time, and you keep her that way. Y'all wish it what you wish it to stay on top. But there's one thing about me, bro. I can't be bought. This is Uncle Ron. Just like I know how you got started, I can put my foot down and make it all go away. Promise you. You're playing with the wrong one now.
This ain't nothing but a big old mess. This is horrible. This is sad. All that music we've been listening to, all these artists that we loved and admired, come to find out, ain't none of them worth a damn. According to the media, maybe this just a new way for people to make money since the records ain't selling no more. Because if they were still going platinum, and doing tours and everybody was involved and satisfied with the music, this type of stuff would still be under the rug. But since they music boring, they lame, everything about them goofy nowadays, they don't fascinate the masses. We looking for something that's gonna fascinate us. So maybe it's this news that's more entertaining than whatever else they got to offer. Plus they old, they out of touch. The new generation ain't got no soul. So all we could do is look to find something from the older generation, people that we knew had talent, well, more talent than these kids got now. And I ain't trying to be no hater, but maybe that's what it is. This bodyguard, he coming back. Now that Beyonce in the mix with Diddy, he's seen some things, he knows some things, so he about to tell it. Y'all gonna have to let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section. I would ask y'all, do y'all believe Beyonce was with Diddy? But according to Freddie P, that's the person they went and got the cheesecake for. So yeah, she was with Diddy back in the day. Allegedly. We don't know for sure, but it sure sounds sure to me. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. That's all that really matters. I ain't got nothing but love for y'all. Make sure y'all do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. And one more thing, subscribe to my channel if that's what you want.
Subscribe to my channel if that's what you want. But if that's not what you like,